It's been clear the whole time. We want to climb mountains. We need to climb mountains. The higher, the better. Our Latin American mountaineering journey started in Guatemala a few months ago by summiting two volcanoes over 3,000 meters. San Pedro at Lake Atitlan and the famous Acatenango in Antigua. Both of these mountains gave us initial idea what climbing high could actually be. But little we knew what it really is when you go from 4,000 to over 5,000 meters. Something totally new, physically challenging, and extremely rewarding. April the 13th. We arrived to Salento a few days ago. Only one day left before we start the 4-day expedition to Nevado del Tolima. This trip could be one of the hardest we have ever done. During the evening, we pack our gear and try to get some sleep, even though our minds can only think about tomorrow's journey.
Ja hyvä, että ostin ne handskat.
We meet our guide, Santiago, at a local restaurant for breakfast before the transport to Cocora Valley. All the gear we need packed in the van, we start our 4-day journey. The 30-minute bus ride gives time to prepare our minds to the challenge. "13 kilometers and 1,200 meters of elevation gain through the cloud forest. It will take us 5 to 6 hours. Walking feels easy as we pass few streams and local mules. Other than the few mules, we are by ourselves on the trail. While we stopped for lunch, 2 Andean condors flew past us. It was amazing to see the world's largest flying bird within our own eyes. The trail led us through ridge lines, very steep slopes, and at times our route went through thick clouds, blocking the views to the valley.
Hola. ¿Cuándo sube? Bueno, viejito.
Bueno.
vemos, gracias.
We knew we are getting close to the finca where we will spend the first night when we met the first horses of the farm. The night was surprisingly cold, and we can already feel the altitude. But early morning sunshine is giving us the energy we need for the day.
So from there starts the difficult section, you know, like really steep, and colder section also, because we start to be closer to the 5,000 line. So that section is like the cold section, because you need to be really slow, so you don't have like your body don't have like time to move, so to warm up. So you are like really slow. This is really fast, you know.
This is the last time crossing the same stream we have been following past 24 hours. And now we start ascending to the highest mountain pass of the day at over 4,000 meters. Unfortunately, the clouds block the view of our main destination, the Tolima mountain. Down the valley is the last finca before our base camp. Only 2 kilometers to go for the day. Luckily, it is still early because we need to rest as much as possible before we start the push to the Tolima at midnight. After sleeping and resting a few hours, at midnight we make the final preparations with the equipment and start the 9-kilometer hike.
Nice.
It's pitch black, and only light we have is the small headlamps and thunder flashing behind the mountains. After 6 hours, we reach 4,700 meters of elevation. This is where the really steep section begins. It's time to put on the harness, ropes, and the helmets. We can feel air getting thinner with every step. Temperature is just below 0 degrees, but the sun is starting to melt the ice under our feet, so we need to keep moving. Reaching the glacier at 8 a.m., we start the final push to the summit. Only 200 meters of elevation to gain, but I start to feel the pressure in my lungs increasing even faster than before. We stop at 5,160 meters and make the decision to not to continue to the crater due to the conditions of the glacier and also my lungs. After spending 15 minutes admiring the views, we turn back down and start descending back to the finca. Going down makes my condition better with every step, and when we stop for a breakfast at 4,500 meters, my lungs start to feel normal again.
So it's a really important plant, really important plant. And it's like the same with the wax palms at Cocora. It's under protection during many years ago, but you can cut everything around it.
Yeah.
So the plants needs each other to grow up. So, yep. It's the same family than the sunflowers.
Yeah.
The last day is all about walking 21 kilometers back down to Cocora Valley. Our feet feel heavy, toes start to get blisters, and the fatigue caused by the whole journey start to feel stronger. After 6 hours of descent, we finally arrived in the Cocora Valley.
Guys, thank you very much. And congratulations. Well done, guys. Well done.
Exhausted but very satisfied with our performance. However, this was our first time above 5,000 meters.